Yeah. Okay.
Well, hello everyone. Happy Sunday. It is us back again with your favorite, most voluptuous, most sensuous, most what is it? Vivacious.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm messing it up. Most voluptuous, most sensuous, most vivacious, most powerful. Yay! Wine tasting show of all time. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I'm Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet, with all the connection problems.
And together with that, we are
Wines and motherfucking chocolates, okay?
And so every Sunday we like to come together with you all. And we like to drink a little bit, but we don't just like to drink. We like to have experiences, okay? Because honestly, like, you can get drunk all you want to, child. But sometimes you like a little mouthfeel. Sometimes you like to smell a little something. Maybe it's chocolate or pepper or, you know, the terroir of Spain. You know what I'm saying? It's just wine. You just never know what you can get. And really how you can enter the portal, how you can understand how to experience these things is if it's with a little food, right?
Yeah.
And so we like to use chocolates, but sometimes we do different stuff, child. We had the Friendsgiving, child. We had smoked chicken and we had sweet potatoes and
like garlic roasted potatoes.
Lord, it was just so good. It was just so good. So we
garlic green beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What was the wine we had with that? Do you remember?
Yeah, that's what we had.
No, I'm saying the wine.
Oh, the wine. That was the wine we got from the store.
Yes. Oh, it was the 1842. That's what it was, right? Because remember, it wasn't it?
I don't know about the 18. I know the 1924.
Oh, sorry, 1924.
Was that the Friendsgiving one? No, that's what we had with Kate.
Oh, you're right. That's what we did with Kate. I don't remember what we did with Friendsgiving. It was white. Now that I remember, because we had chicken.
We went to go pick it up though, right?
Either way,
well, go back and look at the episode.
Yes, you can definitely
give us some spins, y'all.
You can go back and check out our episodes on YouTube at the Wines and Chocolate Show. If you want to support the show, right, you can follow us at the Wines and Chocolate Show on Instagram. You can also order some wine. Okay, the links are attached to this episode. Again, if you go on YouTube, you go on Instagram, Twitch, all those things, you'll find the links to join our wine club. You can order wine, you can order fragrance, you can order candles, you can order glassware. Like, it's a whole thing.
It's a lifestyle.
Yes, it sure is. Yes, it sure is.
Tell them about
today.
Tell them about the sunglasses you got on.
You know what I'm saying? Because usually I don't be doing all that. Usually I don't got the glasses on, but today we had to because Raymond Vineyards gave us these lovely red velvet sunglasses at our wine tasting that we had here in Kansas City, where I got to meet the winemaker. It went from Buena Vista and Deloge. And so actually I will be giving some of these away as a gift for those of you who actually do follow the show, you do support. Comment under this episode, under this episode on Instagram and tag us in your story. We'll put you in a drawing where you can win some of these and
tell them what else they can win, man.
Some lovely wine pack.
Yes.
Okay, this lovely wine pack. It has some Louis Bouillon. And it also has some lovely Deloge Vineyard Chardonnay 2022. So yes, if you decide to support us and become a wine member, any new wine member from now until January 1st gets a lovely wine gift from us.
Hell yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah. Get
your asses on the internets and the webs.
Yes.
And place your wine orders because, New Year's is coming up.
Show is.
New Year's coming up, and you don't want to be lacking. You don't want to be that person trying to make their last minute runs to the liquor store, and now your family coming over, and you just like it ain't impressing nobody.
Prepared.
Yes,
you're unprepared. Don't be that guy. Don't be unprepared.
no,
Get your case.
yes,
You got plenty. You got 2 weeks.
mm-hmm.
2 weeks, plenty of
Come on
time.
now. It's coming
Plenty
up.
of time.
I'm telling you, and it only takes a couple days to get your wine order. So, between that, child, we got a lot to talk about today. So, between the Diddy documentary and Trump removing Martin Luther King Jr. Day from the national park holiday list, like there's a lot going on. So, I'm gonna go get the wine and the chocolate. Let's talk about that first. Friend, do you want to take this over here? You wanna do a little read there?
Yes, this is from a brand, called Ménage et Trois, which we all know Ménage et Trois has a sexual connotation, but its actual literal meaning is 3 in a house. That's all it means. 3 in a house. Thank God I did not do that because I didn't know you already uncorked.
Yes, I did.
Woo! So yeah, this is a red blend. So this is actually a part of I think a trilogy that they have. It's like deep, dark, and darker. So I believe this is like kind of on the lighter end of it all, but this is the soft red blend silk. It's a 2023 California, knows how to party. Says experience Ménage et Trois silk, a smooth red blend that caresses you with every sip. This seamless blend glides gracefully across your palate like silk. Like silk. It's the luxurious experience you've been craving. Doesn't have a whole lot of info. You want to see this same thing online?
Well, honestly, I just wanted to shout out my girl Monty, for sponsoring this week's episode. We are really a menage a trois when it's all 3 of us, child.
Yes.
It ain't no acting right.
None.
It ain't no acting right. So shout out to her for providing us with this.
Oh, okay. So it's a Pinot Noir Malbec Petit Syrah blend.
Sounds very powerful. Why don't you pour it for us, friend? In our custom glass. Drippity drip. Yummy. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. The first thing that that you should do when you're enjoying wine is appreciating the color, because baby, all wine is different colors. Yes. And that's really the first way to identify which ones you really enjoy, right? I love this one. It almost looks like my dad.
It does. It's very complimentary to the whole bit. Like it. Yeah. Okay, to the whole motherfucker.
Very much. Love it. Let's do a little swirl, everyone. Make sure you grab it by the stem.
Swirl for the
It's really all in the wrist. You don't got to do all this with your hand. Yep. It's just a settle, steady. This is going to get the oxygen inside of that wine so we get the aroma. And I learned, shout out to Brian, again, the winemaker from Deloche. He said to smell the wine, but with your mouth open. So I like to make sure I put my nose inside the glass, though. Don't be just outside here. Just.
That's such a cool little trick.
It is.
That's a cool little note,
it
man.
Is. Because you really can smell it regularly, but with your mouth open, you can taste it a little more. Yes.
I taste it.
Cherries. I get cinnamon. The cherries. Oh, yes.
Spice.
Yeah. Little leather.
Bergamot.
Mm-hmm.
Like a brandy. Kind of.
Yes. I'm definitely getting some brandy notes. I'm sure it's been very little tap. What everyone loves to know, 13.5%.
Yes.
So what's good 2.5, 3 glasses of this thing, boy.
Well, if you ain't a bitch, it'd be one whole glass. You see where my crown is?
I'm not supposed to do it that high, but can't.
But when you buy your own
Yeah,
wine,
you make your own
you
rules.
drink that shit how you want.
Make your own
Okay.
rules.
Well, this is really impromptu. We're not here to be super classy.
That's
Okay.
it. We're not. Cheers. Cheers to all of you. Thank you for coming.
Yes. Happy holidays.
Mhm. Well, just as good as I remember it. Yep, I remember Monty had this over her house child. Yes, it's so smooth, like silk. The name
It goes on like Welch's and
Mhm.
stays on the tongue like leather.
Yeah, it just kind of grips it right at the end. It slides down and then it grips at the end. Mm-hmm.
I feel it
It's like
really
some
on the
coochie.
tip of my tongue, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm wearing a sleeve on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. Very tart
Very
at the end.
Well, let's get into the chocolates. This is also gifted by our lovely Monty.
Okay.
Yes. Can you tell them why you got this as a gift?
Because it was my birthday.
Hell yeah.
I'm a good old 34 now. 34. No, I'm just playing. No, 34.
A whole 34.
Yes. And I was spoiled to freaking death on my birthday. I have the best freaking friends, man. And let's see what first time I got my facial, child. Shout out to Rock, okay? Because she knows what the fuck she
Rock
is
Nation.
Okay? With the face and getting out. I've had bad acne for years. She did wonderful. I can't wait to go back. And then we went and had some amazing food at this amazing restaurant. And had some awesome wine. And our waitress, she was amazing.
And you had the champagne toast that we wasn't even expecting that.
Just spoiled.
Just, came through with the cake, habitual happy birthday cake. And then she said, well, you guys can't have a birthday without a champagne birthday toast. I was like, oh my God. And shout out to that champagne.
Okay, what was it?
Girl, Wycliffe.
That's right.
Wycliffe John. I remember. Wycliffe Brute.
Amazing.
Just the crispest, cleanest. It like if somebody bottled like air, I guess. Like like crisp air. Like crisp fall air.
It didn't have any taste.
Like a snapped apple.
It was just like you're drinking bubbles and loveliness.
Yeah, just bubbles and aura.
Yeah. So on top of that, then we came back here and we
did our thing.
We had a great day. So yes, again, shout out to Monty. She gifted me with this Russell Stover's Merlot caramel and nuts in milk and dark chocolate. And we all know how I feel about nuts. Okay. I love a good nut. Just all of it. Put it in my mouth. Please. Thanks. All right. Little caramel. I should have opened this prior to, but I did not.
It's okay. Oh, it has good guide on it.
Oh, thank you. Love a good guide.
Any
chocolatiers that put the guide on it. Bitch.
We appreciate you.
Yes,
put the fucking guide on it so we know we're eating.
We don't be known.
What if I come across something that's my fave and I don't know what it is now?
Tell them. We need to be guided. It's like the blind leading the blind.
Okay. Oh, we got the glasses on.
Yeah. All right. Reveal.
Ooh.
The big reveal.
Oh, yeah. So this is.
Should put it this way so you can.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like we got nut caramel on the sides here. We got peanut clusters on the inside. We got a caramel on the center. We got 2 toffees in the middle, followed by maple nut butters on the side, followed by pecan delights, my favorites, on the outside. On the final row, on the outside, we got caramels yet again. On the inside, we have peanut chews. And in the middle, at the bottom, are chocolate almonds. Now, y'all know we ain't finna eat all this shit tonight. So we are going to pick out 4.
Thank you, Jesus.
Because some of these are repeat.
And let's do the dark one.
See, there's caramel, so we only need to do 1 caramel.
Okay.
There's only 1 toffee, so caramel, toffee, maple butternut. So there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 different things in here. Okay. So
Do 3 and 3.
Well,
right?
That still leaves an extra.
Well, 3.5 and 3.5. Or 3 or 4 and 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How about we do 4 for the sake of 3?
Yes.
Excuse me, for the sake of time, because you know how that's going to be. And then we can convene next week.
Okay. So 3.
So out of the nuts, we can either do a nut caramel, peanut cluster, pecan delight, peanut chew, or the chocolate almonds.
I say nut caramel.
Nut caramel. These the squares, okay?
And a toffee.
Okay. And then you want to do a caramel then?
Yep.
Boom.
Let's do this one. Or no, let's do these.
Are these which ones are the dark? Yeah, these are the dark chocolate ones.
Oh,
so let's do a dark chocolate caramel.
Sounds good. Because
and because the nut caramel looks like it is milk chocolate. Nothing, that's the toffee. There's also milk chocolate.
And then these two.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. We have made our selection
for next week. Come back and see us next week. You want to see us eat the rest of these?
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
First order of business. What you want to talk about?
Oh.
I'm actually gonna let you lead all these conversations because I've been checked out this week, so I'm not quite.
Let me pull up the fucking docket, bitch, because this has been quite a week. Let's just start with Diddy first because that was insane. Like that documentary, 50 Cent, sir. Y'all asked in the word revenge in the dictionary. I mean, this nigga is the most ruthless. Just the most
spite.
I mean, the hatred in the heart, sir. For the love of God. And now with Diddy, it's just like, okay, you know what? And so anyway, there was a documentary that was released on Netflix that Diddy is actually trying to get.
I'm sure he is
taken down.
I'm sure he is.
Very moment.
I'm sure,
but the damage is done.
It's already done.
The damage is done. Black Twitter and Facebook and Instagram got a hold of it.
TMZ.
Everybody. So
wrap it up.
You know, there was a lot on there that I feel like has been discussed already.
Yes.
But some of the things, like, what were some of the things that I was just kind of shocked to learn? Well, I didn't necessarily hear all. Okay, so the whole Tupac and Biggie thing, like, that's really become sticky. That's really become a sticky situation. You have one of the leading detectives in this motherfucking documentary trying to basically put shit together on your ass. People done pulled up. Okay, so part of the documentary, they talked about how he was very jealous of Tupac and stuff like that. People done found old pictures of red carpet of Kim with the Tupac shirt on. It's just really been that. Oh, the situation with Little Rod, child. So, you know, that man was working with Diddy and stuff like that. And I just thought it odd that he was like, yeah, you know, and we be working late, then I wake up the next day and I'm sore. And he wasn't like, you know, my arm was sore or like my toe was to imply sore. That it was like, what sore? Oh, like what now? Usually a nigga be excited like my hand was sore, my head was sore. It was just such a very.
It's like, well, you know what we talk about, so you know it was sore. Like, oh my god.
Like, what, my toe was sore? I was trying to run away. No, but yeah, girl. So that was a mess, and you know, I don't really know what Diddy was thinking in terms of recording himself during this time. There was a point where he was like in the car right after he like hugged somebody on the street. And he was like dapping him up, like, yeah, you know, this is love and that. And he in the car, he talking about, I need to take a shower and I need to put on some lights on this, that. And you know, I don't know if he thought that was funny. Cause I'm like, why would you record yourself do that? Like, if you knew people were gonna see this, like, damn, if you were gonna lose the trial or not. I didn't understand that. Like, why would you want people to see that you're this much of an asshole? So that was really my take on a child. The last thing I want to say is that, you know, I see a lot of different discourse online. You know, I know as in the black community, one thing that I did like what 50 Cent said, it was like, if no one's going to stand up, it kind of makes it like the black community is okay with this in hip hop, which was very self-serving. But I think that that's really where a lot of this confusion comes in, because no, we're not okay with this. I feel like I'll say, I don't want to speak for everyone in hip hop, but I'm assuming that a lot of people in hip hop, especially, are not saying something because this is a system. And Diddy, all he did was follow the system that was placed before him with all these other people at the top who do this same ass shit. And I think that a lot of people, black people specifically, they just don't want to see another one of our people be punished when there's other folks who do the same thing. Now, we've had this talk before, and I know that, you know, at the end of the day, it's just, I think that's where a lot of this even comes from, is that the justice system is not just. It just never has been. And why we don't understand when niggas do this shit. But it's like, these are the pinnacle people, or fundamental people, I guess, in our hip hop world. So it's just, we don't want to see that happen to them. It's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, that it did. But I think that's where all of this, not people standing up for Diddy per se. Some of y'all are, and that's weird. Ja Rule, I really feel like you should have sat this one out. I really feel like you should have just been quiet. But yeah, that's what I think it's coming from. Sorry.
No. That's, hey, you gotta get that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have not watched the documentary because there is no new information for me.
Fair.
Nigga, I knew that he killed Tupac 10 to 15 years ago. The nigga Keefy D had been telling on himself on Vlad for a smooth decade and implicating people on top of countless on both Biggie and Tupac documentaries, and every single motherfucking time you was always the nigga in the middle. You was always the nigga in the crosshairs. It was always, you know, because Keefy D was the one who broke the story about him basically putting a bounty on Tupac's head. Yes, Suge Knight is a piece of shit, but he actually wasn't the one this time. And you know what was really funny to me? Suge Knight was the boogeyman. Suge Knight was the scariest motherfucker. No, but you don't fuck with Suge Knight. You don't fuck with that. Oh, it was a non-dancing, dolphin baby teeth having ass nigga from New York. That just shows what greed and envy will do to a person. Down to just doing shit like that. Okay, I'm try to break this down and wrap this up. Okay, first of all, Diddy did this to himself. I only use the system railroading black people. Black people do not participate in white supremacy. I don't give a fuck, because I said it before on the show and I keep fucking saying it. We as Black Americans understand that the law is unjust. We complain about it ad nauseum. White people use it as talking points against us. Okay? So it makes zero sense for your black ass to get into these places, spaces, and be in fucking faces. Okay? And to think that you can play the same reindeer games, and B, to think you can play same render games and you won't get in trouble. And then, and don't think you'll get in trouble as much or just as bad as they do because they built the fucking system. Of course, it's called home court advantage. If I have a home court advantage, of course I'm not going to jail for when the fuck I should be going to jail. But because you're a visitor, better yet, an immigrant, better yet, a foreigner, whatever the fuck they want to call, you are not who this was intended for. So therefore, we're going to throw the fucking book at you. So no, I have zero sympathy for any colored person. This ain't black people. Any colored person in these United States that thinks chumming up to white supremacy at any part in this fucking game is going to get you somewhere. Okay? That's number one. Number two. Oh, that's number three. That's number two, actually. That was number three. There was a story, because to piggyback on what you're saying about like, he's a narcissist. When you are not operating from a same place, that shit makes sense to you. Yeah. Where to everybody else who's operating correctly, that makes zero fucking sense. Or we can see what the fuck you on. Okay? Pharrell, we're gonna get to you in a second too. So we can see what the fuck you on, right? So it's like this man sat up here, and I remember he told the story because he thought, this is way before any of this shit happened. It was like years ago. I heard him tell the story about how when he was a kid and he sat on his stoop and he saw his neighbors across the street with a pool. And he talked about how that like basically radicalized him and he will never want for anything again. You got a pool, I should have a pool. And it starts with little shit like that. Yeah. And if you're not careful, because his mom's a fucking weirdo, your dad was a gangster who died. Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know that picture. They look alike to me. Him and the man in the picture, they look awful lot like me. I don't know who that is. Anyway, but all that to say, like this has been festering since childhood with this man. Yes. He's been able again to get these faces in places and spaces. And he's just been able, like any good old narcissist knows how. Yeah. Any good old sociopath knows how. As I'm going to adapt to what I think you need, you want, but that somebody like that is always going to carry themselves and speak in certain type of ways. That's not gonna be hard to figure out. This person's full of shit. Yeah. So yeah, I did not watch it. Oh, then my last point is fuck 50 Cent. That's also another reason why I didn't watch it, because bitch, you on the clock too. What the fuck? That's one thing. You niggas out here slinging mud like you ain't next to the pigs. You up here trying to talk about Jay-Z, bitch. Jay-Z has been Teflon down this whole time. Okay? Your people are too scared to come out against you because you are a retaliatory ass bitch. Nobody wants to smoke from you. That's what has insulated you, not because you ain't did shit wrong. It's because nobody wants to be bothered with you. I don't like it. And you better ask Tierra Marie. Yeah, ask her how that shit turned out. And she was right in the beginning, but then she didn't handle her business. Shit fell through in court. Ended up now having this nigga basically harass you even more and say now you owe him money. Yeah. Nobody wants to deal with that, I guess. That's why nobody really came for this bitch ass nigga. Yeah. Because him and Kanye West are on my list of people that I can't believe I used to be a fan. I'm ashamed to say I was ever your fucking fan, because you sitting up here trying to come out with this, because let's be clear, tea time, nigga. The only reason why you're doing this is because the foreign baby mama that you praise so much with the son that actually still talks to you, the one that you actually like, got slutted out by that nigga, and you also got mad because he tried to do some gay shit on you before. So let's be really clear why the fuck you did this documentary, you hoe ass nigga. Enjoy your check. What we eating first? Well, everyone's so hungry.
I guess this would hear on the edge. Hear on the edge.
Is that the nut caramel?
I don't remember. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That just makes me mad.
No, because you're right.
You're being up. Like you came out, but what I do understand is like he has been sitting on this shit for some years, which is like you're a psycho bitch.
Y'all, he's a mess. Cheers. Look at it. Little cute little, Russell Stowe.
Ain't gotta be too fancy. Just give us something, dame something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Thick. Other thick.
Just like we like it, girl.
Ooh, that's like a
Definitely nougat.
That's like a
Three Musketeer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But no marshmallow.
I ain't never had a marshmallow mixture.
I thought had mushroom Three Musketeer. Admittedly, so not the biggest Three Musketeer fan.
It's been a long time. I'm not really a chocolate bar girl no more. But back in the day, in my younger years, and I see this is nice and small. I can do this. I don't need a full chocolate bar of this. Ooh, kicked it up a little bit, didn't it?
Not gonna lie.
Kicked it up just a tad.
Not gonna lie. That works.
Like
actually. But it's stuck to my damn teeth.
Yeah. The caramel is caramel. And yeah, I like that. It's giving late night. Come over, bring your girl some little chocolate caramel and some red wine. You have to sit by the fire and talk. You don't need to bring your phones or anything like that. You just eye contact. You know what I mean? That's what that tastes like.
But I definitely got the acidity.
Oh yeah. No, the acidity is there. Yeah. I like it.
Look, it's stuck into my teeth.
So the next thing that I saw was that there was a streamer awards. Did you see that?
I seen a clip of it where the girl tried to make a joke to Casanat or whatever, and it didn't go well. But I don't care because I don't like Casanat.
Well, I heard a lot of takes on this that were very interesting from the young folk. And so one young folk that I was shocked that she made a lot of sense when she was talking, Krishan. I was like, what? So anyway, she was like, this like, who put this together? And I was like, that was my first question. Who put this together, bitch? And how? What the fuck? Like, it's just a weird award in for me in general. But anyway, she was like, who put this together? She's like, it really disturbed me to watch, these people basically just trolling like Kai and them, when honestly there would be no streamer awards if Kai and I Show Speed and like all the little young Black kids who made streaming a thing. Like, now there's money in this because of them.
Yeah.
Like, Twitch ain't just popped up, bitch. Twitch been around for at least a decade, since before fucking the pandemic and things like that. Them kids is what made Twitch fire and popular and things like that. So it was just like what it gave to me was, I don't really understand how, like, for me, streaming and all that really became popular because of trolling and like being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where I kind of feel like a lot of these jokes came from. Now, of course, it was kind of like this was another opportunity for non-Black people to kind of try it. That's where Krishan was like, y'all trying it right now, and I don't understand what's going on, because that's very much the vibe that I was getting. Then I was also just getting people were on purpose like trying not to get the joke as well, just because again this is all, everybody's watching and it's all a moment and everybody just wants to, everybody feels stupid and you know what I'm saying, it's just, this is what we are. And so to me it was kind of like, why even have, like, this was not the type of awards or like program or event that should have been put together for the type of people that are like lit off of this. So last thing I wanted to say was just that I guess India Love got up there and tried to remake a Kanye West moment for the for the breakout streamer, the most.
Which Kanye moment?
So the Kanye moment, the MTV was when he ran up there
on Taylor Swift
Yes,
thing.
girl. So she was like, and such. First of all, she was like, for the weirder award. I mean, the breakout streamer award. Like she had stuttered and she said the weird award, and I was like,
Because that's what you was thinking.
I mean, it's so anyway. It was kind of like she fumbled on action with your child. Like,
A Freudian slip.
and so she was like, "We respect you. And so glad that you won, but the people that really should have won was DDG and such and blah." And she walked off stage, and people was like, "Boo!" And then I think she got like kicked out. And I was just like, "India, you are 30-some
Yeah, you
years
too old to be doing that with these kids, man.
what, 30-some years old.
Go have that
You was
baby.
there when Kanye West did that. Now." We're not supposed to be them. We're not supposed to be in the generation that's recreating everything. No, we're supposed to create our own shit. And so it's just this one young man made such a good point. This one young black man. I don't know, like he doesn't seem like he's extremely popular yet, but he was just like, now we got to be. He was like, now all the black streamers gonna have to defend India love for the next 8 days because this event was fucking trash in the first place, and they have now used this moment that she's done as a time to be like, basically,
this is why we don't want
exactly, girl. And so it was just like, but yeah, that's what happened with the streamer awards. So you say you did see it? Solid piece. I was like, y'all didn't do a very good job of promoting, bitch, because I didn't see nothing till today. And I don't know if that's supposed to be part of it, where we find out later. I don't know. I'm old. I don't know.
It's like the internet has made the world even smaller. Mm-hmm. And like it's so aggravating to be black.
It's exhausting.
Because like we don't do shit. Like, leave us alone. It's just
we should have our own
because
thing.
Even if I don't like these little motherfuckers, like nobody should just be subjected to racism all fucking night long. And it's like you bitches basically threw this to neg us in public. Like that's what the fuck this was about. Like, where the fuck is Sneeko? Where the fuck is Aiden Ross? Where the fuck is XQC? Where the fuck is Neon? Where the fuck are all these neo-Nazi, red pill, white bread motherfuckers? Oh, they're not there because even though they get the streams, they're getting their streams from a very limited ass base. They're making money hand over fist. They're making just as much, if not more money than Kanye. But, the base is not the same. So they don't give a fuck about streaming awards, whatever. But you know who does? Young people, namely black people, young people of color, young white adjacent folk that be in black folk business that end up becoming a Rory when they grow up. Them motherfuckers. So these are the people that give a fuck about that. So that's why they're there. And they know that those people don't give a fuck about the ones I just mentioned. They give a fuck about the niggas that they want to sit here and make fun of. And it's fucking exhausting, bro. So that's really that's that point on that. I don't give a fuck about streaming awards. I didn't know anything about it either. All you guys do is haphazardly, I won't say haphazardly because some of you are professional, but the whole thing about, like you said, with the trolling is that there's no format to this. So how the fuck can you expect a format for an award show? Y'all really could have stayed at home and did this shit. You did not need to get dressed up. You did not need to go to a building. That you fucking stream. Just do it from your house. There should have just been a dedicated Twitch channel, a Zoom, whatever the fuck. I don't know, I'm old, but whatever the new booty is, niggas paying Eventbrite ticket to get in the motherfucker, to get a QR code or to get a fucking password, log themselves into this shit. You could have just seen a sea of faces and could have kept that shit in the chat. There would have been moderators. We've been able to boot motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We could have been like, okay, now we're gonna shoot over the Kai. Okay, now we're gonna shoot over. Like, just had it set up to like you get this much time to introduce this category. We're gonna put the people up on the screen. They live. They doing their thing while they waiting. And whoever win, they're like, oh fuck that shit. They make your moments like that. But because you niggas don't know how traditional fucking award shows are ran. You don't know how to modify that for the internet.
keep that shit in the metaverse, bro. Like I was honestly upset when they even brought verses to life. Like the whole thing is supposed to be online. So why not just keep it there? Let's keep it
now,
there.
verses is different because I got performances.
Well,
I'm cool with performance. These are just streaming little niggas. Fuck out of it.
That's
but
fair.
these are people that sold millions of records over a few decades. I'll watch that.
That's fair.
Because Teddy Riley, God bless his heart, he was before his time. He was trying to do all that shit, but he did it online.
If it's set up properly, if it was set up to where we can hear things, because at the beginning when we couldn't hear nothing and it was just all choppy and shit, that was bullshit. So I understood why people tried to bring it all in one so we could actually get the performance. But y'all, like, I like this. We are in a separate, we got your fans over here, we got my fans over here. Like, it just takes away, I think, from the experience. Even on this little, like you said, this little award show. These niggas could have had a whole different experience, way more interactive, way more engaging for us. And it would have made way more sense. But I tried to bring it to real life, but I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's all I took over that story. Just being Black is fucking exhausting.
It's exhausting.
But bitch,
because like you said, this was literally a time to just do a public shaming or some shit where, calling Kai or talking about Kai as if he's Diddy and stuff like that. Like, that ain't cute, girl. And some comedians know how to do it, but you are not a professional comedian. So that was a big risk on your part.
Oh, okay. We got to. Okay, not professional. No, that's a whole nother thing we gotta get into. So let's do a chocolate, and then remind me to get back to that. The last point I'm gonna make on this whole thing is, it's also frustrating to be Black because, like you said, Kai and all these people got Twitch popping. There was, I guess, an interview that he did with the owner of Twitch. And he basically, I'm paraphrasing because it's a while ago, but the conversation was just basically like either who would be on your Mount Rushmore of streamers. Okay, I think was the question. And it's like he didn't even want to say Kai, and he's fucking sitting in Kai's face. Like he had to say it. Then fast forward, he's having another interview with all white people, and then he really says how he feels. Well, I basically had to say that because he was sitting in front of me. But I really think that Aiden Ross and XQC, and he mentioned like maybe one or two other white people, and mentioned no other niggas. Didn't even mention Kai, doesn't give a fuck about Kai, but meanwhile Kai is literally keeping your shit alive. And then I believe Kai had Kick come to him with a big deal, and he didn't go for it because he wanted to be loyal to Twitch, only for them to do this bullshit. So yeah,
and that was another thing that the young man said. He was just like, Kai, why the fuck we need you niggas to like have your own things and set up your own things, but we just always placate to the money, and it's just it bites us in the ass every time. And poor Kai, he talked about something. Talked about how he was basically dealing with like mental health. I mean, he didn't say that, but he was like, make sure everybody, all you streamers, you deal with your mental health. I've been dealing with things and, finding other outlets to like find happiness and stuff like that. And it's just, the kids, girl, they lost and they need,
get some hurting.
Yeah.
All right. It's
chocolate, the dark chocolate, the darky.
Okay.
Sorry. I mean, just it's the black one.
It's just the dark one.
It is.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, cool.
Buddy. Smells very dark chocolate.
A lot softer.
What is this in the middle?
It's like a fudge.
This white thing?
Oh, that's a nut. I guess. It's that nut caramel. What nut? I don't know.
That's crazy because it was just one little piece. Very good. I love dark chocolate. This is a very good combination of dark chocolate and caramel.
This is a very fancy Tootsie Roll.
Oh, that made the tannins come alive. Yeah. Yeah.
The
tannins have come alive. Wow. It's like Christmas time. I don't know why I feel like it's Christmas.
Well, it is.
Well, it is, but I'm just saying, like, Christmas in my mouth.
Speaking of Christmas in your mouth, make sure you guys are following us on all of our social medias because we will be coming up with our own holiday drink.
Yep.
And then also we will be doing a spiced, sweet, and everything meat holiday tasting. So if you are following us, you may see us go live there. You might catch a little live there.
Yep.
But you can definitely check in with us. We'll have our recap and everything about that while we're doing that. That'll be Thursday, December 11th, around 6:30 p.m. Make sure you are following us on the socials and you can see us attend that event.
Yep.
Okay, so before we get to whatever you want to talk about, this just popped up in my head because we talk about India Love and, basically, not India Love, excuse me. Talking about, not India Love, but the girl who's like trying to make jokes about Kai saying they were falling flat. And the thing is, just like, you're not even funny. And like, you're not even a comedian.
Yeah.
We have entered a time where people don't feel that they have to have skills for anything.
Yeah.
We're entering a time where people feel like, well, you can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
And that may be true if you learning to play a board game. That may be true if you're learning how to play cards. That might be true if you're learning how to read at a higher level. Those things are achievable. However, things that take skill, things that take usually the whole 10,000 hour principle, that's not if you can do it, I can do it too. In most cases, you have to be a fucking savant. You have to be super gifted to just be able to pick up a book and just start reading a different language. You have to be super gifted to just to pick up an instrument and just instantly know what to do. There are very few people in the world that know how to do that. Okay, so I say all that to say because just like that girl embarrassed herself. For those who are familiar with Andrew Schultz's other podcast outside of Brilliant Idiots, I forget what it's called, Flagrant. He has a co-host by the name of Akash Singh. I don't know if you've all been keeping up with this shit.
No.
But it's been a doozy, and
what did Akash do?
No, it ain't him.
Oh, Andrew?
No.
Ooh.
I fret. This is one time in the rarity of my life that I gotta defend the man. You are making me defend Akash Singh, and I don't like this shit.
You have to defend Akash?
I have to defend this man.
What happened?
I don't know if I can defend him, but I just gotta make it plain.
Yeah.
Okay. So Akash has been in the news recently, not because of what he said or what he has done, not because of anything on the show with Andrew. He's been in the news because of his wife. His wife, I believe, is at least 10 to 12 years younger than him.
Okay.
And
she's legal.
Yeah. Well, it's not like that because they knew each other before he was famous. I'm learning more of the story of them, whatever. Okay. But I got introduced to her through her podcast. So she's been married to him for like a few years. They dated and all that, came up together, blah, 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 right? So because he's a comedian and he and Andrew make, flagrant jokes and very outlandish and, devil may care. Yeah. She thought that she could just start streaming and start a podcast and just say sensational shit. So while she's in the middle of doing sensational shit, and the main clip I keep seeing is her on her show. Now she has a co-host who's her friend or whatever. Now all these people are Indian. She's Indian, Akash is Indian, friend is Indian, her husband's Indian. Okay. I feel like that's important to say for context. So everybody's Indian, right? Okay. So she often makes jokes, and I use that with the hardest air quotes. She likes to make jokes about having an orgy with her friend and her friend's husband. But you can tell by the way that she's asking for it and talking about it, she really just wants to fuck that girl's husband. She keeps saying, "Oh my God, your husband, his body is so tea. Oh, he's so sexy. I bet he has like a big dick." And just like she says all this stuff. Oh, we should fuck. Like, oh my God, like me, you, and Akash, and like him, Nav, like we should all like have a gang bang. This is like she's saying like really gross shit. Okay. Now, sidebar to the bitch that's on the show. What? I'm sorry.
They must have talked about
I don't give a no. Ain't no talk. Listen, there's jokes. And then there's a line. I don't give a fuck, bitch. That's like me saying I want to.
That's why I'm like there has to.
And I can't like, girl, you know,
but not on the show, right?
Yeah, but that's what
I'm saying. Yeah. Like, it has to have happened off camera.
But even if it happened off camera, that's not even. And honestly, if it happened off camera, that's when you really should have smacked the shit out that bitch.
But that's what I mean. Like, it makes it like she's okay with it.
Is she? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If she's okay with it, she's a fucking moron. Like, I just have to just piece her up real quick because I don't give a fuck if she cool with it or not. Bitch, wake up.
Well, some people like to see they nigga fuck other bitches.
But she's thinking this bitch is joking. Because the way that like the nervous laughter type shit, she was like, like she's just kind of like rolling with the shit. But she's like, no, like, I like your husband is like, I don't a big cock. Like, I love Akash, but like your husband's so sexy and da da da. Like, she was more gas on the fire, my nigga. It's just terrible. So then she's doing that. Meanwhile, all of the social media of her is basically her complaining, her talking about how hard it is to be a boss. I love spending all of Akash's money. His money is my money. My money is my money. And she's like just very cold, comes up very cold, heartless, cruel, but as jokes. And then any type of media you can find with her and this man together, anytime he goes to kiss her or to be affectionate, she turns her head. There's not one single piece of media where their lips are touching, even on their wedding day.
Oh my.
Would not kiss that nigga wedding day. Even in the fucking photos, would kiss this nigga. So everything is suggesting that he is a lick.
Yikes.
She is a leech. Yikes. He is an idiot. And so is she, but at least she's smart enough to get what she wants from this man. So it has, for the past week plus, it has just been hell on Twitter. And then like he's out doing his shows, and like somebody said, you know, I went to one of his shows and it felt like a therapy session. It just kind of felt like he was dumping on us on stage about his horrible wife, and like, you know, and this nigga's trying to disguise his pain as jokes, and you're really fucking hurt because you should be. That's fucking disrespectful. Like, so your wife won't show affection to you, but she is yelling from the rooftops how she want to suck her friend's husband's dick. It's insane. It's insane. I'm gonna wrap this up. So all this shit's going on. All the YouTubers they made their money that month talking about this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So then I guess then to address what's going on, they go to flagrant. So Schultz, everybody there is having to sit down, right? And Schultz is such a piece of shit. Oh, he's such a white mean girl.
Yeah.
You are a grown man, but there is a 14-year-old little girl living inside of you because he was so like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So asking questions condescendingly, and just it was a mess. But anyway, so this bitch tries to say it was a joke. I didn't mean any of that. I just thought because my husband and you guys sit on this show and you say crazy inflammatory things that I just thought I could do it too, and da 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 da. Then she also, I forgot this part, which was like nailing the coffin for me. She, on her own little video, IG live or whatever she had, she's like, I miss my college days. Like, I miss being in like all those white frat houses, popping my pussy and doing this and like da 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 da. And so like and meanwhile, Akash has been saying that she was a virgin when they got married. And so it's just all this shit has just been a train wreck. Fucking train wreck. So then she goes to address that shit, talking about bitch, they went on Urban Dictionary to look up the term popping my pussy because she said we were all using it in the wrong context. Popping pussy meant that she was just making out with a lot of guys. She was just partying. So I just wanted to bring that up because that has had my attention like this whole week.
Well,
like
to
this shit crazy.
To your point that I think anybody can do, but it is about the dedication. It's not just about popping up one day and then trying to say popping pussy and then hopefully something lands.
I hope y'all get it.
Yeah,
I
and now you're fucking lit and now everybody understands. No, girl. Like you really have to, like you said, if you're not wildly talented, you gotta work at this shit. You gotta work at that shit. You gotta go through the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations, the people talking shit, the people believe it or uplifting. Like you got to go through all that. So didn't have to backpedal after you just said, because child, you got to be able to stand on all 10 toes when you say shit. Let's just keep that a whole fucking thousand.
She knew that meal ticket was getting compromised because bitch, you won't shut up. And like the internet is like telling him, and you know what's so fucked up? Myron Gaines of all the fresh and fit motherfucker.
Oh Lord.
King Red Pill. When I don't know, you probably don't, but there was an episode of Flagrant when they had Fresh and Fit on there, and Akash was giving a talking to Myron, which is the Arab one, about like only liking white women, not liking women from your own culture, not liking black women, blah blah blah. He's like, because Akash is a proud Indian, he's a brown man, he loves brown women, like he's about his thing. So he was like trying to like sun him on that, and like Myron was kind of like picking up pussy vibes from him then.
Oh shit.
And Myron was like kind of like giving him shots, but because we don't fuck with Myron, like shut the fuck up, Myron, right. So then this bitch started doing the absolute goddamn fool. And now you gave Myron Gaines of all motherfuckers a platform to stun you, and he's actually right, because in this instance, all the things he's been saying about women is actually true in this one woman. Oh, sad day over there. Sad day.
Fucking yikes.
Yikes on bikes.
Did you see the Sabrina Carpenter situation?
So, Trump used a song of hers and posted. She came out with a statement and said, "Don't be using my shit." And then they reposted some other shit of her again.
Yeah, they did like an SNL sketch. So, like, the first post was just her song.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Don't be involving me in y'all's shit." Then they took it all down. Then they posted like SNL sketch where they took out where she says hot and she puts illegal. And then she's like, "Can arrest them all." And they responded something like, "Anybody who's going to defend immigration or some shit, illegal immigration is stupid," and da da da. And I was just like, and now if a white woman can't get this done,
yeah,
this is just that. Like, I just thought that was crazy, and how. I don't understand how y'all, like I said, if a white woman can't get this done, we are fucked. Because Sabrina Carpenter, y'all love her. And to just turn, and Taylor Swift.
I was going to say, love Taylor more.
And Taylor Swift, right? That's little Taylor's protege, y'all. It's just, I saw that on there and I just was like, on top of the whole removing of MLK's day from the national park, I was just like, the obsession, the fucking obsession. Like, why are you even thinking? How are you looking at the list? You're like,
this even helping the
nigger day out of here? Like, what?
It's not even helping the country. What is that even doing?
Nothing.
You took a day down, but motherfuckers still can't eat. Like, I don't understand.
And Juneteenth, it was only those. Like, sir. It's like, it's not funny, but it's funny because we are on your mind literally 24/7. Literally, you look at a list. It's got Columbus Day, President's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Oh, so
nigger day. No, we ain't have no nigger days on here. Get this up. Like,
Martin Luther.
Oh my God.
No, replace that with Charlie Kirk. Like, oh.
And then Trump Day, like, bitch, we ain't never had yet. So he put his birthday in in place of that. I'm like, we ain't had no Clinton Day. We ain't never had no Obama Day. We ain't never had no Bush
We
Day.
only have a President's Day, so we can get all you niggas in
one swoop. You still put your name out of your email. I'm like, I mean, my God.
Lord forgive me, but I'm just ready for.
Don't say it. Instead, talk about Todd and Candy's divorce. Have you seen that?
I think it's kind of funny.
Mama
Because
Joyce.
I mean,
Mama
you
Joyce.
know, we might say what we want about Mama Joyce. We might say what we want about them old ladies. But they was right.
Was a scheme.
They were right. They were right the entire time. And again, this go back to what I said last week. We don't be trying to ruin your young black fun.
That's it.
We don't want to do it.
We don't.
However, especially now, I'm not talking about Candy in this instance, but especially if you have older women who how can I say this? Who've been through a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who's seasoned.
Who's yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's just like and you know, it's such a double issue. But yeah,
it is.
They were right. And like I think we talked about this, but we talked about this off camera about the pimp hoe situation. I'm gonna read it.
I remember. Yeah, bring it back.
So this instance is just the same instance that millennials, I'm gonna say us specifically because we grew up with growing up with reality television. Okay, so we got to see some things that are highly manufactured now that weren't as manufactured then, so they were still kind of like, what the fuck? Okay. What's my point? Okay. We've all seen R&B divas. We've seen Making the Band. We've seen any type of competition show where singing and a record deal is the prize. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Follow me.
Okay.
Everything seems to go well unless or until the husband is the manager.
Yeah.
Once the husband is the manager or the book in the and once you give him any type of real tangible business space,
especially if they never had it before.
You rushing me. If that nigga in any tangible space, okay. Once you give up that, you have now opened up the door to possession and control. Because what you just said, oftentimes you are trying to empower a man who needs to feel useful through you. I'm going to say that again. You're trying to empower a man who needs to feel useful through you.
These are nuts.
And that is nuts what the fuck I just said. That's nuts what the fuck you be doing. Okay? Because what's going to happen is he's going to start telling you how to wear your hair, how to dress, how to sing, what songs you should be singing, where you should be performing, who you should be signing with. That's not a good deal. Ask for more money. You need a new manager, or if they're trying to replace him, he's gonna fucking freak out and sabotage the good thing you got going on because these seasoned people know that he don't know what the fuck he's doing, and they want you to be successful. But because you got to cut this nigga loose, you're in love with him. And again, you gave him access to feel useful through you. You fuck that over and you go let this nigga manage your career into the fucking dirt. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened here with Candy and Todd specifically, but there's some slices of this shit in here. Now, Candy's a smart woman. She's astute. She got her prenup and all this other type because people gave her a lot of shit.
Hopefully, child.
I heard that it's waffly. But at the end of the day, I remember she got so much flack for making that nigga sign one. And he threatened that he wasn't going to marry her. And she said, I don't give a fuck if you don't. Well, because she had the power. And he had to acquiesce. But what happens is, and it's not to call Todd no scrub, he had things going on in his own right, but it was on a much smaller scale. And let's be clear, nigga, she met you while you were at work.
I'll be honest.
She was the talent. She was filming. She met you. She pulled you up from production and put you on the camera. So let's be clear about that. So that's it just turns into a pimp hoe situation when you let that man feel that he is the one to lead your life because he cannot lead his own. Shit's dangerous. And then to wrap this up, when the shit goes bad, like what's happening, he turned into a whole bitch ass nigga. And he want alimony, and he want child support, and he want.
And that's why I was about to call him a scrub, because any nigga that do that, any nigga that do that, I don't give a fuck, bitch. If you executive producer, bitch, I don't give a fuck, bitch. If you are headquarters phenomenal, like I don't care, bitch. If you go after someone else, if you go after your ex-wife for alimony and child support, you are a scrub. You a bitch. That is literally scrub shit. Mm-hmm. I don't care, bitch. Like, you could have did all that 10 years, 11 years, 15 years. Mary did her shit. What was the song? I can't be without you, baby. Okay. How many years was she being a secretary? How many years?
Well, that was to a different nigga, but yes.
But still, I'm just saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was your living in your baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, and sir, you at the end of the day, you came up off candy. So let's just be honest with that. You having some sort of internal battle with that, to me, you fight that by not even doing none of that. By completely saying exactly. Narcissism. No what? No. I'm gonna take my things. No. And I'm gonna go on about my fucking business. No. But no.
Business opportunities are licked to these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Woo. And this is where I'm about Candy on the head, because she should have divorced this nigga a long time ago, quite frankly. I'm not a big watcher of the show, so what I'm saying is was on a fly through episode I'd seen. But what I saw, that was enough for me. So now I remember when Todd was first coming to the scene and Mama Joyce wasn't like him, whatever, and Todd's mom, who was still alive at the time, Mother Tucker, yes, Mother Tucker, right? Mm-hmm. And they would get into it all the time.
That was so ugly.
It was, but like in hindsight, I can see why they probably got into it, because Joyce knew that she raised a bitch ass nigga. Because we became she was one of those boy moms. You know what I'm saying? She knew her daughter was marrying a fucking boy mom. She knew what that was. But what really did it for me was also during that time we were getting to know that Todd had a daughter from a previous relationship. And the way that he felt justified to treat his daughter like shit because he and the mama weren't on good terms, and the way that he used to treat her compared to Candy's daughter, and wouldn't like. I remember the episode I saw. It was an argument about like either buying her something.
Yeah, it was something about the apartment.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's trying to say like, well, she needs to get it on her own and she need to figure it out. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Candy, her daughter would never go through no shit like that, and that is where my problem with Candy comes in, is because
you're okay with your kids being treated special. I cannot stand that from a step. You better treat them kids exactly like your own motherfucking kids. I cannot stand a step parent, mother, father, whoever the fuck, and you got some little kid, some innocent child that has to deal with your bullshit and your fucking ego and making sure that your partner feels some sort of way, that their kids feel special so they can feel special so you can get your dick sucked at night. Like, that shit just...
Because his vibe always triggered me, the phone
bitch.
Works both ways.
Oh, type of God. That's all these old school ass niggas.
Yeah.
Any parents, you're quite literally a fool if you think your fucking kid should call you. You're a fucking fool. I'm saying it again. Everybody look at me. Which my camera?
All the cameras.
All my fucking cameras.
You're a fucking fool
if you think that your kid should be the one to call you and check on you. Bitch, they are trying to figure out their life. Like they don't have no idea what the fuck is going on.
And then what is the incentive on me to call you when you don't fucking call me?
I'm your child.
Yeah, I'm like, there has to be a two-way on this relationship. So I don't know. Maybe they
because your daddy didn't call you.
Maybe it got better later on in the season. I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
I think they did.
I'm a hope so, but from what the fuck I saw, that was enough to have divorced the nigga then. Because honestly, you shouldn't have married him because you saw that shit before you fucking married that nigga. Girl. You saw that shit before you married him, but you was like, oh, he ain't gonna treat my daughter like that. He shouldn't treat nobody. He shouldn't treat his own fucking daughter like that.
That's a red flag right there.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really don't have no sympathy for Candy because she unfortunately gives me rich, lonely woman, and that's why you married that motherfucker.
You know who else I don't feel sorry for? Miss Nikki Baby.
Oh yeah,
or excuse me, not Miss Nikki Baby, the other chick.
I don't feel sorry for Miss Nikki Baby either.
That her too, but the other chick.
Oh, I get it now. I'm sorry. Now that he's left me like he left you.
Yeah, so I didn't forget this other lady's name, but the baby mama with Leangelo. Leangelo. I'm Leangelo. That other girl that he got pregnant, apparently y'all they getting divorced and all this stuff. And so she was like, I would like to publicly apologize to Nikki. Ma'am, that apology, you can take it and you can shove it right up your ass. Like, what we tried to tell you, I don't know how these women miss the examples that come along where you shouldn't. If a man is doing you dirty, or excuse me, doing his girl dirty while being with you, you need to be quiet. You need to just be quiet. Don't say nothing, especially on social media. Maybe behind closed doors, in the privacy of your home where nobody can hear you. Okay? But if you get online where everyone can hear you, and you say some dumbass shit like that, like, oh, well, girl, he loved me and he ain't never done this. After he just had a baby with this girl, and you don't think that that's gonna happen to you? How do you not think that he just did it? How do you think you're that special? Because you're cute? Girl, bye. I'm talking about these niggas will do whatever if you're cute, if you're rich, if you got a fat butt, if you got a big tit, if you got good coochie, if you got bad coochie, if you cook, if you
just fit whatever the aesthetic need he needs at that moment. Wow. You got it.
I just was like, wow.
All right.
Oh, Brandy and Beyonce.
Let's get this last.
Okay, let's do it.
This is the toffee, y'all.
Okay, toffee.
Yeah, right.
We had. Let me just say, the nuts in the last one. I don't know. You need to get up in there. I don't believe you had a nut. One? No, that one, because I believe it's a walnut. It's so good with the chocolate and you got to get up in there because they you were right. They were kind of spread about. So yes, I'll let you have your moment first.
It's cool. I'm not a big nut person.
Okay. Well, with the one. No more tannic. No more bold.
Where's some brown sugar?
Ooh. I want some of your brown sugar.
R.I.P. D'Angelo. We never formally said that on the show. Rest in peace, D'Angelo.
Okay. Ready?
All right.
Oh, you want?
Go.
Jazz.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. Forgot the name of this
buttery.
Very buttery. So goes well with white wine. There's all of them. So crunchy nut. Definitely a toffee. Teeth gonna be hurting.
I actually like the wine.
A little more steel with that one. A little more steel. Kind of salty.
And so the butter really combats with that. I like that.
I like that.
All right, let's get into
Brandy and Monica. All right, I'm sorry, Brandy and Beyonce. So, Ray J, you are so messy. You know you make everything worse. Like seriously, I don't even know why. And you're trying to like get along with your sister. What are you doing? As a brother, I understand. You know, you wanted to stick up with your sister for your sister, but there's a way to do it. Y'all all are famous. Y'all ain't got to get on the main waves to talk to each other and shit.
Well, that's a different level of fame, right? From a Ray J to a Beyonce.
That's for sure.
That's a
but
big
Brandy's in the middle.
I mean, yeah.
And there are people that are in the middle that I just feel he could have taken it off of line. But anyway, there's speculation that basically Beyonce don't fool Brandy and Brandy don't fool Beyonce. During this whole tour, Beyonce has come with her family to support Kelly and things like that, and has even, I think, taken pictures with Monica, but we haven't taken any pictures with Brandy. Now, there is something about what I heard is that Brandy used to mess with Jay-Z back in the day. Why that, if that's the reason, we don't know. But what just makes me sad is just anytime there's just always somebody trying to pit Black people, Black women especially, against each other. There have been public, both times with both queens have been publicly praising one another. So to just come up with this, and now not to say that it ain't true, because you're the divas, child, Patti LaBelle, and her diva moments, honey, child. So I'm sure that everybody, gets to sip in their own Kool-Aid at some point. And some of the videos have been going around early Kelly and Brandy, and Kelly kind of like, yeah, girl, you was a little obnoxious, and Brandy's like, what did I say? And she was like, you was just like, why y'all do this? Why y'all do that? And it just gave me like, Brandy has been famous for a long ass time, and as the girls were starting to come up, Brandy was probably not trying to infringe on their little come up, but more so just like, y'all ain't gonna be as famous as me almost. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, not really
thinking, just not really thinking like at some point in the future, you might get passed up. You know what I'm saying? And so that's probably
I could. Oh, maybe I didn't listen hard enough. Like I didn't hear that.
Yeah, well, it's just what it was giving me. It's just
okay.
We've had those talks, where it's like the younger you, where it's just like you don't even be realizing some of the stuff you be saying or how you say it. So Brandy gives very much to me like she was kind of oblivious, and she
Brandy was
singing
really
with Whitney.
Was really about like girl next door type. That's why she heard her pregnancy, Yeah, Brandy and her protecting her image type of shit has been a thing for a long time. And honestly, her and Monica are cool now as adults. That's really why they didn't fuck with each other when they were younger. Because, and also Monica, to tug on your wig too. You are also not like the nicest when you were young as well too. Because she also admitted that she had an attitude. That's her album's called Miss Thing. She was very young and sassy, and if you went from the hood, you went down, she didn't fuck with you. So they were already coming from a different place, just growing up, and then adding now I'm the goody two shoes R&B version, and you're the just urban R&B version. Even then, it was giving that little air or whatever. So on top of the song being a versus song, it just didn't bode well. And then Brandy's mama being the type of manager she was, it just was a perfect bonfire of young foolishness. Yes. So to the point of this, y'all should be past all this shit, whatever that was back in the day, whatever that young shit was. Because girl, if you're talking to the former members of DC, if the former members of DC are sitting up there watching you sing "Pay My Bills," then I don't understand what the deal is. Y'all still holding on from shit to the past, but something else must have happened. I don't know. And then it's just quite possible, just personality, like people just don't know that she's just not my type of girl. She's not my type, Beyonce, she's always publicly very gracious. She'll never say an unkind word, in interviews. She might say in a song, like cutesy saying a song, but like her whole career arc, she's never gone out of her way to, down or bash anybody or any artist, anybody who's ever did anything to her. She just smiled and then go make a bunch of money in a new album and get some Grammys. And that's usually, she's the best revenge is your paper. That's what she said. So yeah, I think it's unfortunate, like you're saying. And the fact that, well, I guess Ray J be the only person willing to try to say something about it because Beyonce will never say nothing about it.
Right.
But not even Brandy say because
Right.
Brandy's a talker. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't saying nothing about it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just the fact that nobody's saying, or even Monica not even putting out like a peace message. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
last two things I just want to mention really quick. Not things that I know a whole lot about, but I just thought were worth mentioning. So apparently, Jason Derulo, do you remember when he had that whole sexual assault case or like sexual harassment case?
I don't keep
or sexual misconduct case. There was something
keep up with Derulo, honey.
that happened a couple years ago where he was accused of that, and that got dismissed twice. And I just thought that that's crazy. I saw a headline about that today where he, and he was on the video and he was talking about how he just doesn't trust being in a room alone with a woman anymore, because to know that you can be rich and famous and someone could just say anything like that about you, and now basically your whole image is ruined. Deals, brand deals, all those things are gone. But then afterwards to be vindicated and then nobody say nothing. That is just so fucking sad.
I mean,
and I hate that.
That's how it always. That's how it always goes. Yeah. The lie is always louder than the truth. Yeah. People retract.
How do you combat that though? How do you combat that? Because it almost feels like when you are extremely vocal about someone doing you wrong, it almost looks like you're even more guilty. You know what I mean? Like, because even for Kim Kardashian, for example, like I guess her whole thing with the people with that stole from her, tried to rob her and shit like that. She was crying and stuff because they have been sent off to prison. But a lot of people didn't believe her. I ain't gonna lie. But it was just like how she was crying and stuff like that. It just seemed like, girl, you lying. But nobody should say that
because maybe they're not.
Right.
Speaking of Kim Kardashian, she has a small brain.
Was it small or an active?
No, it was smaller. Like the size, it was like undersized or something. The frontal lobe. And I was like, that makes a lot of fucking sense. That makes a shit ton of sense. So and that's why I mentioned, that's why I'm glad that she's having a very hard time passing the bar. That's why I agree with that person's tweet. Like, I'm happy. It satisfies me that she's not passing the bar because it's the one thing that she can't buy. She has to earn it, and they keep telling her no. And now we have documented proof that, bitch, you probably have a mental disability. You might actually be fucking what's the word? Impediment of educational impediment, girl. You might what is the word?
Special need?
No, it keeps leaving me. Not autistic.
Yeah, because autistic is an
the shit for ADD and shit. Oh,
behavioral disorder.
Mental disorder. No, not like a learning disorder.
Oh, there we go.
Shit.
We started
dyslexic.
There we go.
That's the fucking word. Sorry. You're like dyslexic. You have an extreme form of dyslexia or something like that. Is the only thing that I can see that is causing, or the why that is small. And then also, let's be clear, I don't think you got everything you needed during your adolescence to actually grow that, because that's a muscle. Empathy, sympathy. I don't think you have those things because that motherfucker's not that frontal lobe. Very sociopathic shit because of that small little frontal lobe. So you being with that man and having his babies makes a lot of sense. So yeah, go ahead.
Did you see that Netflix is trying to buy Warner Brothers?
Ain't no trying, they did.
Yes, $82 billion.
Goodbye movies.
Well, I'll be honest. Even though I'm sure that Netflix is probably now going to be $50 a month. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for this because you bitches should have been did that. You should have, because honestly, nobody goes to the movies anymore. I would just speak for myself personally, child. I don't even like going anymore. I want to go see Wicked for Good so badly, but I cannot bring myself to go stand at the kiosk, put in my $40 because I'm going with somebody else. It's going to be $20. Put it in there, get out my ticket, go to the concession stand, stand in line for that. Give me a pop a hot dog, maybe some popcorn, and some gummy bears for $45. Then proceed to go inside of a movie theater that's 18 degrees and probably smell like ass and feet. And probably sit next to someone who either snores because they fell asleep during the movie, someone who's laughing entirely too loud, somebody throwing popcorn, some kid. It's always something at the damn movie theater. Okay, I was just speaking specifically about the ones at the casino that you go see some shit for like $2 and that shit's just trash. It's just the whole experience. But anyway, I'm just excited because yes, I would like to see a new film from the comfort of my home. I can go in my kitchen and make a Michelin star meal as I pause the movie to go piss.
Yeah.
And then come back, finish my shit, put it all up in the plate, make sure it's nice and hot, sit in my bed in the quietness of my home. I'll pay $50 a month for that bitch, and we have new movies, and they're good. What? I'm about to spend $40 for one movie. I'm excited for it.
I have no dog in this fight because I've never liked Netflix from its inception. I don't care about any of their original movies. There's been very little to no movies that they have produced that I've ever given a fuck about. Yeah, I never liked Netflix because it was just I just would be scrolling. It would never be shit on. That shit was Tubi to me, to be quite honest. Besides Stranger Things. Stranger Things has been the only thing I've ever dedicated myself.
That's what Stranger Things.
That's the only thing I've ever dedicated myself to when it comes to Netflix. I mean, I don't watch that what the fuck, so I don't really give a fuck. I wholeheartedly agree with you because I said this shit 10 years ago when we had fucking pay-per-view. Pay-per-view actually was the gateway for you niggas to do the shit. When Netflix and Redbox first fucking came around, when you could do that, that should have been the avenue then. When you saw that the shit was working, you should have got with Paramount. You should have got with AMC. You should have got with MGM. You could have got with all these motherfuckers, and we could have had a Paramount package. We could have had an MGM package because if I pay X, and that would make the studios compete against each other to give us better shit because I need more subs. And how we get more subs? With better fucking movies. How we get more subs? With better fucking shows. Because we don't need we don't need an ABC Plus. We don't need a Disney Plus. We don't need none of that shit. Because the same motherfuckers own the same shit. They're just owned by smaller houses that they get tax money off of. Okay? Or maybe they gifted it to one of their kids or some shit, and that's just some trust shit while we making movies or whatever the fuck they doing. Long story short, you bitches should have been and did that shit because we wanted to be at home a long fucking time ago. I'm glad you brought up the prices because I saw a really great tweet about this that was like because of this merger that just happened, or this acquisition, the acquisition that just happened, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you forced yourselves into this position. This is a centuries, with an S, this is a centuries old movie studio. This is up there with MGM and the rest of them. 21st Century Fox. Like, who the fuck we talking about?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You sold all that history because you motherfuckers are so greedy. And you cut your nose to spite your face. So the tweet was, basically, you went up on the prices, and then COVID happened. You weren't making no money. You reopened the shit. Everything went sky high. And then you're trying to say that, oh, nobody wants to go to the movies anymore. The shit's not affordable. For the movies that we seeing, the shit is
3 items
not
is $45. What the fuck?
And then you motherfuckers gonna be some Nazis and say we can't bring the shit in. And this is why they got rid of drive-ins. I stand on that. This is why these motherfuckers got rid of drive-ins because they don't want to give you they don't want to give you a deal of a 2-for-1. You get 2 fucking movies for the price of one, and you can bring your own shit. You can drink there, you can smoke there. Bring me and my mama. We used to go to one for I-70.
Ooh, those was the days, honey. You pop open the trunk, sit in the back, get your little blanket.
The
You
last
ain't gotta worry
time,
about. You could just lay back and shit.
the last time I went to the drive-in was to go see Straight Outta Compton. That was the last.
Ooh, child, and that was a good 10 years.
And out there, when I tell you, it was a fucking party. Everybody was playing all the NWA. Everybody was around and singing and dancing and shit. It was such a communal moment, right?
Yeah. That's what the movies are supposed to be, though. Like, even before they just started getting shitty, that was about, was everybody enjoying it, having some sort of camaraderie during the film, so that we all just got these moments together, the who's and the ahs, and you know, and that shit just, it got ruined, I guess, after COVID. So
it was slightly going up before COVID. Just put the nail in the coffin.
I would prefer the drive-in much over the actual movie theater at this point, just for the simple fact that you're in your own space. And you can just, like you said, you can smoke, you can drink, you ain't got to worry about if your nachos is too hot for the next person next to you and they smelling the jalapenos. Like, nobody got to worry about that.
Oh, yeah. So what was my last point I was going to make on that? Oh, yeah. So I was saying, me and my mama, we used to go to the one on I-70. And we go right over there to High Boys. We get our fat-ass burgers and onion rings and shakes and shit. And we drive on down the street, go watch a fucking movie and go home. Like, shit would be... And then you could stay because they played the first movie again.
Yeah. Like you said, some niggas would get the
case she was hunching just a little bit too much during that first one.
Yeah.
We'll be playing for you.
Redo it.
Oh, don't worry, we got you.
Yeah.
It's 2 a.m., but you good.
Yeah.
We got you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good old days, man.
Fucking capitalism just ruins everything.
But again, now just Netflix and chill. You know what I'm saying? Invite the gang over or whatever. And we're just in the comfort and peace of our house. So with that, do you have a favorite?
No.
None of these? Honestly, my dark chocolate friend here,
it's too thick for me.
I loved it.
I
loved it.
Now I will say they did pair nicely with the wine. It was that was pleasantly surprised by that.
Yes, they did. The tannins, things were prominent. Do you have a last sip? Do you have one? While you think on it, I'll just give mine. I just want to say I'm going to encourage everybody as my last tip to remember that we're all living this thing called life in this moment. I know a lot of people think that, because you're older, because you're younger, somehow or another, we in this alternate universe and we all just experience shit at different times. No. We all in this thing together right here, right now. And that's all we really have. We don't really have anything else. We don't have past, we don't have present. It's just right now. And with that, know that things are not finite. Things are not set in stone. They actually fluctuate and they change quite a bit. I think a lot of people would love for things to just stay the same. But one thing about life that is constant is that change is constant. So remember that, people. Change is inevitable. You could be down one moment, child, the next moment, everything done changed and everything's fantastic. Everything's great. So try not to act from a place of fear in that.
Yeah.
Be diligent in knowing that God is always good, and life will change, and it'll be great. Cheers. Were you able to think of something?
I mean, honestly,
Can I ask something?
Go ahead.
With how you have, do you have any insight or words of wisdom because I've always told you I have admired how you decided to go from one career to another and change and grow where you're at now to where you were able to move and like all the things, get all the things together. Do you have any, for someone who is the old Kiki, who's still at the job that they hate, who's still just putting up with people's bullshit that they don't have to and want to change their life? is there anything specifically that you kind of feel like would be good as far as a motivation for that person to just think about?
I mean, you're not crazy. Recognize the signs. The shit don't feel right. You're physically unwilling to go into this place. You're checking out all this shit. That's the sign. That's the sign. All I can do is say you just have to do what is right for you. Make a plan. Don't just quit your fucking job. Don't just move out the apartment, because that creates more problems than what you're trying to solve. But I mean, honestly, find what is the other thing, because this can't be it. What JC say, this can't be life. Okay, this can't be life. So find out whatever it is, because you're gonna have to work. You're going to have to work. I know the internet keeps trying to sell you motherfuckers on just uploading, like I said about that nigga's wife. You can't just get online and just say a bunch of shit and think that your life is going to work out. That's not how this works. You have to have a way to go about said thing. If you know you're going to be a shock commentary type of person, you'll be able to follow up that commentary. You'll be able to expound on it, make it real, yada, yada. But there's so many tricks of the trade. People have tricks of the trade, masters of none. They spend no time dedicating that time to said thing. So even if you ain't trying to change your job, you just want to change anything, you got to dedicate your life to said thing. You have to give it the attention. You have to be diligent. You got to be real about that shit. Otherwise, you deserve to be where you are, because the universe can't tell the difference. It can't tell. You say you're tired, but I can't tell. Look like regular shit to me. So I would expound on it that way. But my actual real last sip is just still fuck 50 Cent. Fuck black people that play white supremacy games. Fuck black people that want to try to one up niggas who they in the same boat with. I mean, just all that hypocritical, backbiting, self-serving, did all that dick sucking, still didn't get a feature ass bitch type of life energy you got going on. That's gonna hold you back. That's gonna keep you from knowing what is that new thing. You too focused on bullshit because you think you're not included.
Right.
You think you above it. Like nah, you not. You just the same raggedy motherfucker like the ones you talking about.
And I don't want to say hopefully you don't get caught, because we do want you to get caught, but it's like hopefully you don't get caught in the mid doing it while you're talking shit.
I do.
Hopefully
that makes it that.
Hopefully you're not
better.
doing it anymore. There we go. That's what I mean. Hopefully you're not doing it anymore. Hopefully you're just coming from a place of I don't want people to do what I did.
No. Self-serving as fuck.
Well,
there's my faucet.
I still fuck with it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of this amazing informational experience. Yeah. It's called the Wines and Chocolate Show.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to be back next Sunday. When we get together and we're going to eat the rest of the amazing chocolates from Russell. Good stove up. All right. But anyway, okay, you guys. So yes, next Sunday we will be here again for Wines and Chocolates. It will be
our last Wines and Chocolates of the year.
Well, technically,
is there a weekend after Christmas?
Because we are gonna do. Oh no, that's next Thursday.
Yeah, that's what.
So you're right.
Yeah, next Sunday will be our last Wines and Chocolates of the year. Yeah.
And then we'll see y'all in 2026. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think those are all the church announcements.
Yeah, again, December 11th, 6:30 p.m. Yes. Make sure to be following either one of us on the socials so we can show you our spice, sweet, and everything needs.
Yes.
Holiday tasting.
Make sure you follow the show. Comment under this specific episode and tag us in your story, and you will enter to win some amazing wine gifts
Wine
or some amazing
wine accessories.
Yes, wine accessories and things like that. So yes, at the Wines and Chocolate Show, my name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I'm Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet.
And together we are
Wines and Chocolates.
We'll see y'all next Sunday.